to me, charity is not the simple act of giving somebody money or giving something to someone. It is about investing in the future and investing in the people and those people that you provide the charity for.
2016, I found an opportunity. I'm in the wastewater business, and I found an opportunity to enter a program in Switzerland. I had my own business at the time. My wife was a high school teacher, very tenured. We decided to make a change because we wanted to make a change. One of the keys to our decision was, over several years, we tried to have children. That did not happen for us, unfortunately. So what are you going to do with your life? How are you going to make an impact? So we decided a journey, and it's brought us here to Nigeria. So?
So yes, as Chad said, I was a highly tenured teacher in the Calgary Board of Education. I'd been working with them for almost 15 years when 2016 came around. I was quite reluctant to leave that position because it was secure, it paid well, and I loved teaching. But I found an online opportunity that allowed me to continue teaching, and that allowed us to travel the world and help Chad fulfill some of his dreams as well.
So we pack up our bags and leave Calgary. We still own a house in Calgary, we rent it out, and we go to Switzerland. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't even know a lot about the program, but we do know that something positive is going to come out of this. In this program in Switzerland, I meet a man named Lawrence Affair. Right? Mr. Lawrence Affair is a Nigerian man from Akure here. Right? We get to know each other. He invites me to come to Nigeria. He said, Chad, come to Nigeria. I'm like, Lawrence, why should I go to Nigeria? He's like, Chad, we need your skills here. So after some thought, in October of 2016, I came to Nigeria and Akure for 5 weeks just to, lay the land. So in January of 2018, I decided I needed to get something done. So through my connections with Mr. Affair, I found a lovely young lady, Olamide. She has been a general manager at Chandilu since 2018. Even when we were abroad, she was looking after all the affairs here in Akure in Nigeria. We were communicating daily when we were in Switzerland and Canada. For 5 months, we worked on a project, a sanitation project and community outreach within the Ibitoro Road area of just southwest of Akure. And we connected with 3 villages there that were willing to work with us in water and sanitation projects and facilities. So in May of 2018, we had it all lined up. I flew down from Switzerland to implement our first sanitation facility in the village of Adejubu. It's a village of about 120 people, and we built a 4-person pour flush toilet for Adejubu. And I'll tell you what, doing this project, when we launched this project, on the opening, it was just before I had to go back, we had a party. This village was happy. They were happy that someone cared enough to do something for them. And it was the second happiest day of my life. The first was when I married my wife, but the joy that I got from that day sticks with me today. Okay? After that, I have to go back to Switzerland. My wife was there, and then we had to go to Canada. It took us about 1.5 years. And I convinced my wife, who had not been here before, I'd been twice to Nigeria, I convinced my wife to move permanently to Nigeria in Akure. And luckily she is a wonderful lady, and she has no fear. And she came, and we arrived last November, before the pandemic. So after we did the sanitation facility, we had to go back to Switzerland and then back to Canada. About 1 year later, on World Water Day, we drilled a borehole for another community out in the region in Ibitoro Road in Pedu, and affixed a hand pump to it. It's the first time they'd ever had clean water in their village. There's 4 kind of semi-villages, about 150 people. Now they have clean water. It's fantastic. After that, I had to convince my wife to we need to come to Nigeria full-time to work on our, with our foundation. We needed to be here. So I convinced my wife, she's a wonderful lady, to come blind. She'd never been here before. And in November of last year, we arrived in Akure to live full-time. Mandy, how do you feel about living in Nigeria?
I was nervous at first, but as I became more accustomed to the sights, the sounds, and met more and more of the people here in Nigeria, I became more and more comfortable, and I love it here.
What do you think about the projects that we've done since we've been here?
I'm proud of what we've done so far, and I think, and I know, that we can do so much more, and we will do so much more.
Right. Well, I was in the wastewater industry. I have a civil engineering degree and I majored in water resources. I found myself in the on-site wastewater industry, and I had my own company for 10 years in Canada. I started looking around me, and we did some tremendous work in Western Canada to transform the industry over a 10-year, 15-year period. I was on the inside of that. We trained many people to high standards to be professionals in the industry. After a while, I looked around and realized that, you know what, there's lots of people here that can do what I do, but maybe I can take my skills somewhere else, and that's kind of what led me to do work in developing countries. I have the skills, I've got the ability, the drive, and so why not?
Chandy Luz Foundation started really out of a passion to help people and to maybe fill a little bit of a void that my husband and I felt not being able to have children. We wanted to do something more for the world. We wanted to have an impact, and in the end, meeting Lawrence in our program in Switzerland led us to Akure and led us to Chandy Luz Foundation.
Well, our vision is that, every household, every child, every adult, every person should have access to clean water and proper sanitation. We need to end open defecation, and we need people to be able to drink clean water, because when you take away the health risks from sanitation, right, and you take away the health risks from dirty water, now you have a basis for healthy living. Now you can get to work, right? That's basic building blocks of life is water and sanitation, right? Because those health concerns that happen to you when you don't have those ruin productivity and ruin a future for your life and your children.
Our vision is to help end open defecation. We really do feel that by ending open defecation, we will be able to open up so many doors for the people that need those doors open.
Well, there's several projects that we've done leading up to now. Sometimes it doesn't feel like we do a lot, but you start looking at it on paper and there actually is a significant impact. The first facility is a sanitation facility for a village, a 4-person port flush toilet, which has reduced the instances of cholera and typhoid by 80% in that village alone, just from that toilet facility. The other thing that we didn't realize that had an impact on that community is it energized that community. When we go back there, there's new buildings, they're doing things, they're trying to, because people put faith in them that, they wanted to not let that go. They wanted to hold on to that and run with that. So that's fantastic. We drilled a borehole, the hand pump, to another village. 150 people now have clean water. We've done face mask campaigns, soap campaigns, hand washing campaigns with infrastructure. We're working on a toilet facility and water system at a primary school. We're also working on another village that wanted, they're hauling water. There's 24 houses in this village with a primary school. Right now they're only hauling water. They want to get running water in the house, so we're working on that as well. In the future, if we get the support, the only thing that's holding us back, right, we have the technical expertise. We can find the people to work. What we need is funding and support so that we can build 1,000 toilets tomorrow.
Our first project was done in a village camp called Adejubu. We built a 4-person sanitation facility there, followed by a borehole that we built in a nearby village called Apédu. We also, during the pandemic, responded by providing some people with face masks and soap so that they could practice proper sanitation and keep themselves safe. We also are working on some other projects. We have one in Upeme at a primary school there. We are building a toilet in conjunction with another foundation, and we are also going to be working on a project in Ikiti where we will build a borehole to help the people in that village move from fetching water to running water.
So at Chani Luz Foundation, I've been networking very heavily for the past almost 3 years to try to bring on board partners, and we have some significant partners. One is called CEWAS in Switzerland, which is an excellent organization that does work in 40 or 50 countries in the world. We work with another organization called COST. They're out of Canada, and other organizations that I've met, you know, through my travels and through networking at different conferences. I've been to conferences in Kenya, Hungary, Stockholm, Switzerland, Canada, and through these networking opportunities, we meet people that would like to work with us. Ideally, when we come to a local area like we are here in Akure, we need the local support, right? So we need local government support, we need state government support, right? Because they're the people that can actually move mountains, right? We are a small organization, so we need, you know, partners. Right now we're dealing with UNICEF. UNICEF has their Southwest Nigeria regional office in Akure. We've met with UNICEF. Everyone knows UNICEF. They're a fantastic organization dealing with children. Other United Nations organizations we've been targeting. We need to get up to Abuja. The pandemic kind of has stalled that a little bit, but we need to get up to Abuja where all the international aid organizations are.
I've been dealing with it quite well. It has been very different for me in many aspects, but overall the warmth of the people here, the people that we've met, the people that care for us and take care of us have made such a difference to the experience that I think that we've been having here. Like I said, the warmth of the people and the welcoming atmosphere that we have experienced overall in Akure and in Nigeria has really helped me to adapt and grow to really love being here.
One of the most difficult things with any NGO or any organization that's trying to make their mark in different areas is that how do you find the right people and connect those dots so that you can be more efficient and more successful, right? The biggest word is patience, right? Because you hope that it's going to be today, but it's probably not going to be today, and it's probably not going to be tomorrow. It might be 6 months from now, but you have to keep at it, and if you do, eventually you're going to find the right people, and that's true. And we are starting to find the people that we need to move our organization forward. This media group that we're working with here is going to be a big step with that. They found us, we found them, we can work together moving forward.
And we're 100% funded by my husband and myself. Basically through the work that I do, our parents have helped us out a little bit as well, but the funding for the projects that we've done have come 100% from Chad and I, mostly through the work that I do. So moving forward, we are looking to partner with different people, accept donations from people, from private foundations, from private people, along with businesses, and hopefully, ultimately, governments and other international aid organizations.
Fundraising is always a challenge for any nonprofit or any NGO because you need funds to be able to run your programs, to build infrastructure. Up until this point, my wife and I have been the sole providers for our funding for our projects and our programming. We have done some community awareness programs within our Akure. We do grills, we try to get the message out, we sell a little bit, basically trying to just cover the cost of that. But the importance for us is the public awareness. moving forward, we need more funds because we need to get more done, right? If it's just us, we can do a little bit here and there, but if we can get more funding from the state government, the local businesses, and local governments, now we can build a future.
Ultimately, we hope to work with large aid organizations such as UNICEF, USAID, CIDA, the Canadian Institute for Development Agency, and any other organization that is willing to work with us, that has some of the same goals as us. We are open to that as well.